going down, fuck the word, I'm a thug. Tell him, can't nothing stop me but a slug.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hold on. Before we wrap up this fucking fight, now we've all made our picks on this fight. Now let's get to the really interesting, the meat and potatoes of this whole fucking fight. Let's get to the reason why anybody even gives a fuck about this fight or either one of these characters. This isn't really a fight for the interim belt. Let's make no bones about it. This is the Conor McGregor sweepstakes. You understand me? This is the red panty night fight, Jack. This is the fight. Now, but the interesting fucking twist to all that is either one of these pricks still might not get the red panty night if things don't shake out right. So, like, you got Nate Diaz waiting on the side, and that's a fight that they can always do. Obviously, the UFC can do that fight, make the trilogy fight, boom, and we all love it. But what happens Saturday night, I think, is vital to who Conor fights next. So, do you think that, like, one of these cats is more likely to get the Conor fight with a win? Or what do you think, like, what do you think's likely to happen after Saturday night? Do you think that somebody needs, like, you know, a big performance and then a big fucking performance afterwards inside the cage on the mic? Like, what do you think happens? Do you think either one of these guys can get that fight, period? Or do you think they're just going with Nate regardless of what happens? Like, what do y'all think that's the more interesting storyline to me is who's going to get the Conor fight and what do they have to do to get it?
Look, I'll go first real quick. If this goes decision and it's not like an exciting fucking like winner by a nose hair decision, like where it's like fucking violent, high level shit. If it's a boring decision, or it's not like an exceptional, you know, like a pretty good, like a fucking shocking win, or you know what I'm talking about, right? We make a statement with your win. If it's nothing like that, you guarantee we're getting the Nate Diaz fight next, okay? But if either Ferguson or Kevin Lee can come out and finish this fight in spectacular fashion, you know people are going to be like, okay, well, fuck, let's see him against McGregor. I think that's what's going to happen. But I think either one of these guys is going to need some kind of spectacular finish, in my opinion. If it's any like standard decision win, you can basically book Nate Diaz, McGregor 3. Jesse?
I'm just dumbfounded by the fact that you two guys that are hardcore fans are talking about these two guys that are fighting for an interim title. Still might not get the opportunity because, well, you know, King Conor, you know, we have to pray for his grace and glory to come in and gift us with a fight here. I don't care about Conor McGregor right now. He's boxing. He wants to do whatever the hell he wants. He's not relevant in this title picture until he makes himself relevant. If he wants to fight, you know, Nate Diaz again, fine. That's fine. That's great. But we can't have an interim title and then the current champion fighting some nobody that's not ranked in the top 5 for a title. I mean, that's just blasphemous. If anything to me, what should happen, and here I'm gonna give Fred his all the ammo he wants to go ahead and crap all over me. But this is what should happen. You have this fight, the winner fights Nate Diaz for the interim title to unify to be the main title. Now, what do we do with Conor, you say? Well, there's a chirping little bird over in boxing that didn't want to come to MMA, so he wants a boxing fight. So let's let Conor do that over there, take his time, do whatever he wants, make all the money he wants, and then when he's done with that and he wants to decide to come to MMA, we'll have a fight for him. Until then, I don't want to hear about Conor McGregor. But if I'm being honest, what's probably already in the works, Conor Nate is already booked, and this is just a stupid fight for us to be entertained. Yeah. Oh, especially when Dana White says it's definitely not happening. Yeah, you know it's definitely happening.
Yeah, Dana immediately was like, "Oh, no, that's not happening." No, I'm with you. Anytime Dana says something, I usually go the other way. And so Gundes says, or Raider says they'll go with Nate regardless, and then we'll have that shit shoved down our throats for a month. Yeah, pretty much. And then Gundes says Nate and Conor get both pissed off if you ask me. Here's the thing, man. We're in a time in the MMA, especially with the UFC, where it's not about what's fair, what's right, or what makes sense. It's about what makes more money. And you know, it sucks. I don't agree with it either. Please believe me. I think the winner of this fight should get that title fight next. But it's not how things are working right now. So yeah, it sucks.
Wait. Here's the thing. Hold on, Fred. Sorry to interrupt you, but we also have to talk about the fact that right now the UFC is in active negotiations with a network to bring
trying.
to some other network, ESPN, HBO, whatever network wants to hold UFC fights. Now it's open
God,
season
not ESPN.
because Fox has declined and has stopped negotiations. Now it's open season on the UFC. So
Real quick, just clear that up real quick. Fox stopped it, or the UFC stopped it?
I think they just went to an impasse and they just
Okay.
aren't doing the deal anymore. I'm not sure whether if one or the other canceled the deal or whatever, but I know that it just is now open market on the UFC.
Okay.
So I think now's the time where you make that Conor Nate fight, make it a big spectacle,
Makes sense.
and that makes it appealing to a big corporation, a big company to come in and say, hey, I want to put your fights on my network, and then after that we just get crappy fights forever on a different network.
I hope that somehow fucking Gundeath says WWE Network. Mark my words, WWE Network. I kind of hope that they stall out with every network possible, because I don't want to see him on fucking ESPN either. But I kind of hope they stall out with all those networks and they decide, fuck it, we're gonna do our own thing. We're going straight up with UFC Fight Pass. To me, that'd be a pretty sick move. Like, sure, the price is gonna bump up significantly, but I think it'll work. Raider says, have a good night. Good night, Raider. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. But I think I wish they went with Fight Pass, man. Make that thing huge. They'll jack up the price, but it'll be worth it, especially with all the pay-per-views they do.
Well, that's not going to happen because they need some fucking money, Jack.
They need mad money.
They need mad revenue right now, so they're definitely going to try to get the biggest deal possible. I tell you what, man, I think that you're right, Eddie. I think a lot hinges on the performance Saturday, and I'm going to tell you something, man. I know it sounds fucking goofy and shit, and a lot of people don't put a lot of stock in it. I think what is said on that mic afterwards counts for a lot. If you can marry those two things, hypothetically, let's say hypothetically, Tony Ferguson gets a big knockout, spinning heel kick or overhead right. Let's say he Aaron Picos him, you know what I'm saying? Boom, one hit, fucking out cold Kevin Lee. Or vice versa. Let's see one of those cats gets a really impressive knockout and leaves the other one out cold. At that point, you've got something. When they get that fucking mic, if they can not be corny or not be cheesy and they can really sell us some real fucking heat and build that McGregor fight, I think you see that person get the fight. Because here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. One thing about Nate, he's got the big head about what he thinks he's worth. And he's going to be asking for a fuckload more money than Tony Ferguson or Kevin Lee will be. They'll just be happy to be at the dance. Nate's done fought dude twice. Nate feels like he is the dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If Tony Ferguson gets that fight, Tony Ferguson will do that fight for half the money that Nate will. So if somebody gives the UFC half a reason to promote them in this fight, they will. If they can make the fight for a lot cheaper and still get close, because make no mistake about it, Conor is the A side. We all love Nate. They got the trilogy. Conor can go on without Nate. He's got the belt. Nate will fade in the long run if they choose to go that route. Conor does not need Nate. So if one of these pricks can just sell that fight this weekend, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what the fuck? I mean, it's not the same because these guys are both up there. But what was the Mexican's prick name that Alvarez fought before he got the fucking Triple G fight?
Oh, fuck. Oh, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Yeah, and that was basically just a promo for that Triple G fight, man.
100%.
This is a promo for the McGregor fight. Sell it. Have an impressive performance, sell yourself on the mic, and you'll get that McGregor fight.
There you go. All right. Anything else you guys want to, actually, let me give out the times again. Again, this is obviously pay-per-view. The UFC Fight Pass early prelims are at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:15 p.m. Pacific Time. FX prelims are at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific Time, and the main card on pay-per-view, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Honestly, to me, this is one of those that you get your friends together. Everyone drop a couple bucks, get yourself some food, and buy the pay-per-view together. Yeah, so 217 is going to be a different story. We'll talk about that later on.
This is a good card, though.
It's a good card. No, good card.
In a card in a year that hasn't had a whole lot of really strong cards, this is a fucking good one, man. Don't be cheap.
Right, this is solid for sure.
Who's the guy that's new to our sport that's you've been going back and forth with?
Joey, tremendous.
Yeah, there you go. Joey Tremendous. I hope he goes out and watches it from beginning to end. He's going to have a great time, and he's going to see exactly what the sport is all about. I mean, every single fight here has something to prove. You know, every fighter here has something to prove, and it's going to be a great fight. But before you sign us off and everything, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Cris Cyborg, go to hell.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Just leave our sport alone. Get out of the UFC. Stop crying that you're not getting paid what you're worth. They're trying to pay you less. Whatever. Just leave. Get out of this sport. You're just not the marketing bombshell that you thought you were, and you're trying to ask for more money when you keep being very difficult to work with the UFC. Just be gone.
Well, you know, I saw stuff she was tweeting, or he was tweeting, because her boyfriend's the one that runs that shit. But yeah, look, if you know, what she's saying, she was saying that they're trying to get her, they're trying to pay her, they're trying to pay her less to fight Holly Holm than she made to fight Tanya Evinger. That's kind of hard to believe, to be honest with you. But you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of her complaining, honestly. But I mean, she might have a point. We're not really, you know, in those meetings or anything. But I think she's trying to get like a lot more money than she's you know, probably worth, especially to the UFC. So yeah, there you go. Jesse throwing down on old Cyborg there. Joy Tremendous says definitely watching this whole UFC 216. All right, and you should, especially pay attention to the Demetrius Johnson fight. That's the most dominant fighter we have right now. And you can say whatever you want about the quality of opponents and everything. Still very dominant. And you'll get to watch some history probably this weekend.
Motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Most maintain composure at ease, don't like it's complicated.